When I think of the ruin my life has become, the slow wrecking of my dreams, the destruction of every love, I always return to the bee, that one tiny sting, which robbed my place of favor in my father's heart and changed the course of my destiny. Sorrow came to me on a beautiful afternoon, with the sun shining and just enough heat in the day to warm the skin without scorching it. Wildflowers were abundant that year, and the hillside where Joseph and I had come to pass the hours was covered in a blanket of yellow and pink. I remember the scent of them tickling my nose and filling my lungs, making me laugh for the sheer beauty of the world. Joseph ran amongst the soft stalks, piercing the leaves with his make-believe sword, playing Roman soldier. He knew better than to play the game with our parents around. They were staunch Jews, whose lineage in Jerusalem went as far back as the days of Ezra. Romans may have been generous patrons of my father's wares, but they were still dangerous enemies. My parents certainly did not consider them a matter for fun and games. But Joseph was 4, and he loved the Roman horses, their uniforms, their rectangular painted shields. He wanted to be one of them, and I let him, seeing no harm in a little boy running wild and pretending to be something he could never become. "Elianna, come and play!" Joseph called over his shoulder and thrust his invisible sword in my direction. "Hold a moment," I said. "I will come soon." I was distracted, sitting on the coarse felt blanket I had brought, twirling a pink flower, trying to fathom a way to leach out its color and use it for dye on linen. A large shipment of flax had just been delivered to our workshop, and we would have plenty of fibers for weaving. My father traded in luxurious fabrics. He even had a small but brisk business in purple, the lavish dye that was derived painstakingly from sea snails and remained more expensive to produce than any other color. It was a measure of his success that he could afford this particular trade.